Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. I do not know what is in the air at the minute. I sound like, I don't even know what I sound like. I have never had a cold like I've had this one. I can confirm it's not COVID because I put on my story the other day that I had this really awful cold and I've never had a cold like it, and everyone's like, COVID's going back around. And I've actually never had COVID, like tested and confirmed COVID. So I was like, what are the odds that I'm going to get that pregnant? But I have actually done the test this time around and it's not COVID. I just think there's something in the air. Yeah, let's just ignore the fact that I sound the way that I sound. I thought I would start this video now just because, you know me, I've vlogged a few things and then forgotten to intro the video. So yeah, Jude's just gone down for a nap. I've just getting 2 minutes to myself. I've poured myself a Diet Coke, an extra crispy Diet Coke on my throat. Is really nice. The lighting has just gone so weird. But yeah, I'm just playing around with some new jewellery and creating like a new jewellery stack. One thing about me, once jewellery is on me, it very rarely comes off. So having new jewellery, getting it right is really important because once it's on, it's on. So yeah, I've got some new pieces from Abbott Lion that I wanted to show you. One being this bracelet. I love this. To me, this looks so expensive. And then I also love this watch. I don't know if you can see it. Look at it twinkling in the sunlight. I need to get some links taken out of it, but just like showing you here. Yeah, I need to get some links taken out because one thing about me, I have really abnormally small wrists. That to me is just the most gorgeous little stack. I also have the most gorgeous like customizable pieces. To me, when I think of like customizable jewelry, is that the right word? Customizable? Yeah. I think of Abbott Lion. I have this necklace with Jude on it. They also do really great like customizable necklaces, bracelets, where you can add like your own charms. So I have a J charm. This is Jude's birthstone, and this I also think is such a good idea for if you have a baby shower coming up and you need to think of a gift. I received Jude's birthstone as a gift for either when Jude was born or baby shower, and I just thought it was so thoughtful, and I've kept it in his like little keepsake box. So they just do gorgeous pieces like this as well. The packaging that everything comes in. Packaging to me is so important, and even just like down to the packaging that things come in. Like this is personalised with an M, it's got my name on it. It's just such a gorgeous brand. I know my sister's looking at getting some pieces for her bridesmaids, including me, for the wedding. They have very kindly given me a discount code, which is Molly N, and that gets you 20% off site-wide, I believe. I will leave all of the information you need down below. But yeah, thank you to Abbott Lion for sponsoring today's video. And just enjoy the peace and quiet. Hello everyone. She is a dark brunette. It looks so dark right now. One, it's a tiny bit greasy, and two, Sue's made it slightly darker because it's just a tint. So it will kind of wash and fade as I wash it more and stuff like that. But we've gone darker. I love it. I just really enjoy being dark in the winter and blonder in the summer, which is Susie's worst nightmare. Every time I see her, I'm like, can I go blonde? Can I go dark? Can I go blonde? And she's like, you're a hairdresser's worst nightmare. But yeah, I needed a good top. Don't mind Jude in the background, just causing mess. Honestly, one of the hardest things about being a parent is just the constant mess. Got a few DMs on my last video about the skincare that I've been using. I feel like I did mention it in the previous vlog, but maybe I didn't. So morning I go in with the Zoe renewal pads. I just used the Medicaid C Tetra Advanced Vitamin C. And then I am going to, bless you, and then I'm going to go in with a bit of the Tatcha Dewy Milk Moisturiser. I'm really enjoying this moisturiser. But yeah, I'm going to get my head on Monday. I've had quite a quiet week really. we're actually just about to go to Costco. Not that we need anything specifically, which is actually, I feel, more dangerous. This is running out. I actually just ordered a new one on Look Fantastic. This is my backup, and this is also running out. What was I saying? Yeah, Costco. So we're actually going to Costco. We don't have anything we specifically need, which I actually think is worse because you end up just buying stuff that you don't need. We do kind of need a Hoover, which maybe we'll find one in there. I'm so undecided on Hoovers. I've seen good things about Shark, bad things about Shark. We have the Dyson, and I personally don't rate the Dyson that we have. The two products I've used there are the Drunk Elephant Drops and the Helio Care 50 SPF. I use that every day. Then I'm going to slick my hair back today, I think. I have never actually tried properly the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer hair mask, but when I was doing my Look Fantastic order the other day, I saw it on there and I was like, do you know what, I'm going to give it a go. Here, along with the elasticizer, along with the elasticizer is such a hard word to say quick, so along with the elasticizer, I'm gonna use the Kerastase Genesis Anti-Fall Serum. As you can see, I am running low on this. I see on TikTok people say that this lasts a long time. This has not lasted me a long time. I started using this kind of every day about 2 weeks ago, and I'm already way over half of the bottle. So I mean, I guess it's kind of one a month, but I do think it's about £50. Oh, hello. Hi. See, I've just wet my hair. What? Would you like to play with that one? You can't get that rid of. I've just wet the roots of my hair because apparently this does work better on wet hair. Even though it's not like clean, it doesn't have to be clean. It just apparently has to be wet. So I'm just going to run this through. And they say for pipettes, but because of how quickly it's been like running out, I've been doing 3, which I feel like is enough, to be fair. I've just seen so many good things about it, and if you watched a vlog of mine the other day, I was having a meltdown about a lot of my hair falling out, but I think I was being a little bit dramatic because I don't notice that my hair's any thinner. I just feel like a lot's coming out, and then a few people messaged me and was like, do not worry, it's the time of year that you kind of like shed hair. So I'm doing all of this because I was being a little bit over dramatic. My hair looks so dark when it's wet and up like this. I'm actually really excited to try this. I think this is probably a mask that's better to like run through all of your hair, you know, like the roots, but I want to keep it as a pony really today rather than a bun. The two brushes I really like to use for my slick back is the Beauty Works like paddle brush. I've spoken about this so many times before. I think it's for extensions. It's so good for slick backs. And then the Smooth Company, this is rounded, so it like does your head shape really well. And then really quick bit of makeup. I'm literally not going to put much on at all. Right, makeup wise, I've got to be quick. This couldn't be more rushed if I tried the lighting. There we go. This couldn't be more rushed, but I'm just going in with the Rare Beauty contour in Serene, and then I'm gonna use the Road Shock in Sleepy Girl. I don't know why I had to look there because I've only ever used one Road Pocket Blush and it's always been Sleepy Girl, and I quite literally use it every single day. So yeah, it's pretty much, obviously I've got the Drunk Elephant Drops on as my base kind of thing. Day to day I don't wear anything else other than Drunk Elephant Drops in with my SPF. One product I've been loving recently, it's downstairs in my bag, so I'm gonna add a bit in the car if Jamie drives to Costco, is the Kylie Jenner Brown Mascara. I have been loving that. This little set, I know I'll get questions on, is from Treat Studios. I have been living and dying in their sets at the minute. They are so comfy. This one's probably my favourite drop that they've done. I'm thinking of ordering it in grey as well. I think it's called the Cozy Knit, don't hold me to that, but they do it in a cream, a taupe and a grey. And yeah, just the quality and how comfy it is second to none. Right, I'm going before I get told off. Hi guys, I look so brunette. I look so brunette when my hair's back, so all the blonde bits are like here. I thought I would check in with you guys and basically just brain dump all of my thoughts at the minute. Don't ask me why. Suddenly, at this moment, I'm like, what am I going to do when I give birth? But it's currently the thought process I'm in. But I've literally just put on my story, like, anyone that's had a home birth, like, let me know, like, all your experiences. I'm so open to hearing the good, the bad, like, everything. I just don't know what to do. I'm stressing myself out over it. Like, I think, to cut a long story short, I think birth for me, like, actually the process of giving birth, which should be, or normally is, what people are most, like, nervous about, like, the pain, everything like that. I'm not stressed about that one bit. For me, it's the before and the after, and I don't know if this is like, it's like PTSD from when I had Jude. But long story short, I was induced with Jude. I had a bleed, which they thought was my placenta coming away, and I basically spent 6 days in hospital before giving birth. 5 days, maybe? 5 or 6 days. 5, I think, actually, beforehand, waiting to give birth. And 5 days is a long time when you're literally ready to give birth and you're just waiting. I can remember that alone kind of sent me a little bit doolally, because watch my birth vlog for like the more in-depth, but I can remember it just sent me crazy, where like I was sat in like a curtained room, and every set of footsteps I heard, which was every 20 minutes, I'd be like, they're coming to get me to give birth. And for 5 days, every 20 minutes, hearing footsteps, thinking you're going to go and give birth, and then them not coming to you, or them just coming to you to take another like monitor thing, sent me a bit crazy. I had Jude, had a forceps delivery and episiotomy in the end. My epidural didn't work, and then thank God that Jude arrived safely. Everything's smooth with Jude, he was perfect. I had 2 lots of stitches both sides, and then went home, and then I ended up back in hospital 2 weeks later, with a severe infection, not on the stitches, just through my body, and was on a drip for 3 to 4 days. I think I was in there 3 nights, 4 days. Wasn't allowed to leave, like, was just so unimaginably like unwell. Giving birth doesn't worry me, it's the before and the after, and I just don't want to be in hospital. Hence I'm now considering a home birth, because the thought of a home birth, and I know to some people this might sound not like down their alley, to other people I might sound crazy, but like, and I probably am living in a little bit of Delulu land where it's not going to be this smooth sailing, but to me, I just love the idea of being at home, being relaxed, like I can get in my own bath, sit, put music on a speaker in my living room, like try my best to be as relaxed as possible. Like, I'm not a, what's the way of wording this? Like, I'm not a stressy person. I'm not really a worrier. I'm quite laid back. Like, I've got quite a good pain threshold. For me, I just like the idea of a home birth. Amy's like, he will do whatever I want to do. He's not 100% on the idea of a home birth, which neither am I, to be honest. I'm just like, be at home or be in a hospital for collectively like 10 days. But then, and then I'm also giving birth in Leeds, and Leeds is currently under investigation for their kind of maternity unit, I guess. Don't quote me on what exactly, but think it is just, I can remember when I was giving birth to Jude that it was just so overpopulated, I guess. I don't know what the word is. Like, there was not enough midwives and workers and etc. to cater for the amount of people, and that was why I ended up in like waiting for like 5-6 days beforehand, because they just didn't have the staff, which I can only assume then sometimes does lead to problems. Like my 2 midwives that, like, there was a changeover. I had 2 midwives when I gave birth to Jude, and I just want to say those 2 girls, I still remember their names, Ellie and Emily. They were amazing. Like, I couldn't rave about them enough. Like, the care that they gave me. Sorry, I don't know why my voice sounds so like shaky and out of breath. Yeah, they were just amazing. I just feel like I'm stressing myself out about it. Like, realistically, would I prefer to give birth in hospital? Yes. I mean, if you want my complete and utter total preference, it would be to give birth down south. The hospital that is around the corner from my mum and dad, literally not even 10 minutes away, is known for being one of the best maternity hospitals, like having one of the best maternity units. It's where all of my closest friends have given birth, like, and they've all had nothing but good things to say about it. I could do that. Like, technically I'm actually still registered to my mum and dad's house, but it would mean Jamie would be there for the birth, I hope, but he would miss the first probably like week or so of baby girl's life. If Jamie had a normal job and he had paternity leave and stuff, I would absolutely be giving birth down south, like, without a doubt. 1, I don't want to do this without Jamie, and 2, like, I would never deprive him of the first week of his child's life. So yeah, if I gave birth down south, he would probably be there for the birth, but then a couple of hours after the baby was born, he'd have to drive back up north. That's currently where I'm like at with it. If you've had a home birth, and, well, good or bad, let me know. Obviously, I hope nothing bad's happened to anybody that's watching this, but kind of, if it didn't go to plan, like you ended up back in hospital, etc., like, let me know why, let me know the ins and the outs. I'd be really interested to hear as many stories as possible, and then I can try and make somewhat of a decision. But yeah, I just feel like I don't have a gut feeling. Like, I don't have this is what I want, or this is what I feels right to do. Yeah, that's currently me brain dumping for you. Hello everybody. I just dropped Jude off on his first day at nursery. Honestly, I know every mum, this should be a great thing, and to hear this, like, I know it is a good thing. He literally just ran straight in. He's had 2 like taster sessions where I've left him. So I left him for an hour on Wednesday, and then I left him for 2 hours on Friday. And his key worker, both times I've picked him up has just been like, has he ever been to nursery before? Like, he's so confident and independent and good with other kids and stuff like that, which is obviously everything that a mum wants to hear. And then I've dropped him off this morning for like his first proper day. Basically, the nursery that we've sent him to works where you pay a day rate, and I can drop him there from any time from 7 o'clock in the morning and pick him up from, I think, 6 o'clock at night. So I've just dropped him off. It's 9 o'clock, so I dropped him off for 9, and then I'm gonna kind of just play it by ear. But he basically just runs straight in. Like, he didn't even look back. I've got all the freaking time in the world now, and I don't really know what to do with myself. I've just tried my first pumpkin spiced latte. So yeah, I've never tried a pumpkin spiced latte before. I went with the pumpkin spiced iced caramel macchiato. 1, I thought the caramel would sweeten it up a little bit, and 2, a caramel macchiato is like one of my usual orders, so I thought, let's not change it up too much. I really thought I wouldn't like this at all, but I'm really pleasantly surprised. I think the caramel and the spice is what works for me. I was expecting it to taste like pumpkin, obviously like pumpkin spice. Got it with a blonde roast as well. I was speaking to Emily on FaceTime the other day, and I was saying how I just don't like the taste of coffee anymore. and she was like, try it with a blonde roast. She gets her coffees blonde roast from Starbucks, and she was like, I prefer it so much, like I think it tastes so much better. And ever since I've done that, I do agree. I think a blonde roast tastes a lot nicer than their like classic Starbucks coffee. Also, by the way, I always feel like I refer to Emily as like Jamie's sister, Emily, and by this point, if I don't mention Emily, it's Jamie's sister. Because I feel like every time I'm like, I've spoken to Jamie's sister Emily, and like, just for me, by now, we're just past the point of me having to explain who Emily is, because I probably mention her in most videos. I speak to her more than I speak to my mum. So yeah, if I ever mention Emily, just know it's Jamie's sister. But yeah, anyway, so blonde iced, pumpkin spiced caramel macchiato. Fucking hell. I rate it about an 8 out of 10. Okay, we might not be looking it, but we're feeling a bit better today. I feel like I'm on the coming out of feeling like death. My camera is dead, so I'm filming on my phone. I wanted to try out the new Colour Wow dry shampoo, because this is day, what day are we on? This is day 4 or 3 of my hair. So I washed my hair 2 days ago, and this is the 3rd day, I think. I can't even work that out of my head. Anyway, it's getting a bit greasy. I was going to stick it, but I actually can't be bothered. We're going to test this Colour Wow out. What I will say, it's really like light. You know, like some dry shampoos feel like really heavy and like kind of like talcum powdery in your hair. I would say this is really light. It's like basically spraying nothing in your hair. For someone with a sore dry throat, I'm gassing myself out. I do my skincare after I've done my dry shampoo, because I feel like the kind of like mist a dry shampoo gets on my skin. So I like to like be fresh. I think it's just to leave it for about 30 seconds. So that gives me my 30 seconds to do my skincare. Sorry, front doorbell rung. I'm just brushing this out. Yeah, that's how we're looking. I'm going to go over literally just the front bits of my hair. I really want to try the GHD tong. I just can't do it myself. Susie uses it when she does my hair, and I always love the way it looks, but I cannot do it myself. I am quite a good person at hair, but I just can't get the tong. Got the gate again. 2 seconds. But yeah, that is what we're working with. Verdict, really, really like this. I'm wearing my new Couture Club tracksuit. I just love their stuff at the minute. I just think things can be like dressed up, dressed down. I've got some really cool stuff on. I'm literally living in Couture Club, Treats and Room Rocker. They are like my 3, if I could pick like 3 brands at the minute that genuinely can take all of my money and I just love, it's those 3. I don't know if I showed you this in my last vlog, but I've done my like autumnal fake flower spread, and then I've actually just picked up these ones. The majority of these are actually from the range, and yeah, I've just picked these up as well. I think I might only put one of the white flowers in, because I don't think it needs much white. I don't want to like brighten it up. I want to keep it as kind of autumnal and orange and dark as I can, I think. There's little like pumpkins clipped on. Okay, I've kind of fixed the gap, I think. I'm not mad at her. I think she's cute. And then these little candles are both, this one's definitely the range. I got that recently. I got that a couple of weeks ago. I don't know where this one's from, but that is where they live. And so I'd show you my little autumnal spread that sits at the end of our kitchen. I mean, it's blocked by all the ugly stuff here, but she's cute. I'll show you what else I bought, the range. I also got these 2 candles that smell delicious. I'm not sure how much these were. I think they were like $5.99, but for Christmas. They are vanilla candy cane, but they don't smell that sweet. I'm not really a sweet candle girl. I don't know how I would describe how I love a candle scent to be, but it's not sweet. Let's just put it that way. It's either like fresh, linen-y, or it's like sandalwoody, I guess. But this isn't too sweet. This is a really nice balance of like Christmassy, sweet, but also having that kind of like touch of like more oody, I guess. But if you see it, it's from the range. Smell it and you'll know what I mean. But yeah, so I bought these two and I'm going to get some glass like holders and stuff. I'm going to put them away, obviously, because it's not Christmas yet. But all the Christmas decorations are out. This is one of my favourite lunches to make, and I don't feel like I've ever made it with you guys or shown you. I must have shown you, because I literally have this lunch probably 2 times a week. It takes not even 5 minutes. I'm not going to say it's healthy, because I don't think chorizo is that healthy. It's quite fatty and salty. But I basically just get a spicy Mexican rice from Uncle Ben's and then a pouch of diced chorizo, and I cook the chorizo and then mix the rice in, and it's like a chorizo Mexican rice. So yeah, I don't think it's like bad for you, but it's probably not the most like nutritious, I guess. Yeah, considering we have no microwave, in a pan, squeeze the pouch. I don't use all of this, I only use like 3/4. Add the rice with 2 tablespoons of water. And that is my lunch. Mexican rice with chorizo in like a chili oil. I keep meaning to like make this and put it in like a burrito or having like steak with it. Really random. I got these bowls with a set of plates, cereal bowls, these kind of like pasta bowls and small plates off TikTok shop. It was about 50 quid. I'm so upset. I'm just getting ready for bed. And I thought I had one cosmetic consult left. I did speak about it in a previous vlog, but I love those products so much. And basically they come in like a pack of 4. And I could have sworn I had one. Like I literally could have sworn I saw one in my skincare bag the other day, and I was like saving it for tonight, and it's not there. It's not there. I'm all out, and you know when you've just got in your head like all day I've been really looking forward to like giving my skin just like a, and yeah, not there. I'm hoping that I'm gonna look and feel better tomorrow. I've just put the Kerastase overnight, I don't even know what it's called, I don't even know where I've put it, 8-hour magic night serum. So I've just put that in my ends. I've been using that for the past couple nights. I've done my Current Body LED mask. Current Body actually sent me, actually this is really interesting, sorry 2 seconds. Do I sound more human now? This might be interesting for me and not you guys, but I basically had a meeting the other day in Manchester with a really lovely lady from LTK. For those of you guys that, I'm sure you all know what LTK is, but for those of you that don't, it's basically just like an app where you can really easily shop people's outfits. People put like outfit inspiration. You can link a whole outfit rather than just like one off. For me, I find it easier to do it that way because I don't like to bombard people with like loads of story links. If I can just link it in one place and it's just like one link. Does that make sense? Anyway, I digress. She was talking to me about the best-selling products. Like, obviously at the minute it's all like suede, brown, autumnal. But she was like, one of the best-selling products of the whole year is the Current Body LED mask. God, all the lights are going off in this gaff. Yeah, and she was basically like, I shit you not, the best selling product of the whole year for like the past like 3 years has been the Current Body LED mask. Which, so yeah, there's a bit of insight for you if you want to get your hands on one. It's like the best selling product of the whole year. Although I do know that Current Body around Black Friday do really, really good sales. I also, this is sounding like an ad, this is really the furthest thing from an ad, but I have a discount with Current Body. I'll need to find what it is. I think it's just Molly or like Molly Yen. But I will find it and I will either link it down below or I'll put the code on the screen. But yeah, this is not an ad or anything. They just gave me a code when I like tagged them on my story once. They was like, oh, we'd love to generate you a code to like share with your followers. So I get nothing from it, but if you guys want one, I would wait until the Black Friday sales because yeah, I know they do really big discounts, and 2, I have a code. But yeah, I'm now gonna rush order some cosmetic consult pads, and I think you can get them on Amazon now, so I'm hoping that maybe I can get them next day delivery to arrive for tomorrow. I've lost Jamie to golf. Not even like playing golf. The Ryder Cup or something is on downstairs. It's really funny. Basically, at like 8 o'clock I put Jude to bed, and I was like, I knew that he really, really wanted to watch it. So I was like, right, I'm gonna go upstairs, like have a really zen evening. I've lit my candle, done my like LED face mask, done my skincare, just made myself really like calm and relaxing up here. Anyway, literally about 20 minutes ago, he come up and he was like, bless him, like got into bed to like be with me and like put the golf on and up here. And I was like, no, like by all means come up, spend time with me, but there is no golf going on in my zen calm area. So he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, you by all means watch golf until the early hours of the morning. It just won't be in bed with me. Like if you're coming upstairs to be in my zen area. So yeah, he has ventured back downstairs. So yeah, he's gone back downstairs probably for another like half hour. Another drinks break because this cough and cold is incessant. But yeah, he'll probably come up in like 20 minutes. It's 25 to 10 and he knows I'm asleep by like 10:15. So what he'll probably do is come up, wait for me to fall asleep, and then put the golf on up here once I'm asleep. I actually don't even know where this golf love has come for him, but he has very much got the bug. It's his birthday in a couple of weeks, and much to my like dismay, I'm buying him golf clubs. And I'm like, why I'm feeding into this like obsession, I don't know, but what else am I supposed to get that boy, to be honest? That's what I'm getting Jamie for his birthday. Those and Let Me Sleep. Let me tell you, that boy is Kourtney Kardashian's biggest fan. If Let Me Sleep ever got discontinued, that boy would cry real tears. To be fair, he does only take one a night. The like serving is 2. He does only take 1 a night, but he's just so gullible. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like a placebo. And I could give him a gummy that tastes exactly the same and he would fall asleep so quick. So yeah, that's what I'm getting him for his birthday. Tubs of Let Me Sleep that I've got to ship from like America and pay like way above the odds for that boy's Let Me Sleep addiction. We'll love you guys and leave you. I will catch up with you guys in the morning. Let's just pray that I sound better tomorrow. That would be a great step in the right direction. We're feeling a tiny bit better, a tad. I just still can kind of like hear it in my voice, but I'm gonna make myself some lunch. I've just put Jude down for a sleep. I actually put Jude down for a sleep about 20 minutes ago, and I can just hear him kicking around in his cot. And usually he goes to sleep kind of straight away. But yeah, I'm just gonna make myself some lunch. I'm actually doing myself a HelloFresh for lunch. This isn't an ad, by the way. It's the most least lunchy lunch ever, but I'm gonna do super quick cheeseburger inspired sloppy joes, because basically me and Jamie are on, well, I say me and Jamie, basically Jamie is on this kind of like health kick because he has been injured. On his way back, there's light at the end of the tunnel, but where he is usually like running around burning 1 trillion calories a day, he's not been able to do that, so he's on this like health kick. And basically between HelloFresh, we also have his old nutritionist from Sheffield is basically doing like meal preps now, so he does 5 of our dinners a week. It does us 5 meals a week, be that whether we have them for lunch, for dinner, but he kind of tailors it completely to what Jamie needs. So he speaks, it's really good for Jamie, to be fair, and I just jumped in on it. So yeah, we have just been absolutely loving it. That being said, Jamie literally does not deter from like strict eating other than 1 day a week. So today is like our cheat meal day, and he wants a Nando's / well, we're actually going to get a Nando's and a Wingstop. I prefer the chips and gravy and garlic bread from Nando's, but I like the kind of chicken tenders from Wingstop. Luckily they're actually next door to each other, so we're going to basically do both. I think Jamie's going to stick with the Nando's chicken because it's healthier, but I'm going to get Wingstop chicken and Nando's sides. So that is our dinner plans tonight. I've just been to B&Q to have a look at some paint samples for the nursery, and also to potentially change up either the colour in the kitchen / hallways. We basically have the same colour pretty much the whole way through the house. Where this house was extended, there's cracks and stuff, which is normal when you get an extension done, the house like moves, so the walls crack. So they basically say to leave it a couple of years before you get it redone. So anyway, long story short, we're just going to have the cracks filled in and the paint redone. So I'm going to tie that in with the nursery, so the painter and decorator can paint the nursery for me. I've just been to B&Q and I hate picking paint. I hate it so much because they always look different. I'll show you the paint colours I picked up for the nursery. I mean, I can show you the kitchen ones as well, but you probably won't care. If you've got any recommendations, please let me know. I just want it a really light creamy colour with like gold accents. I'm going to put like gold lights on the wall. Yeah, it's just so difficult. So yeah, I'll show you the ones that I picked up and then we're going to get them mixed. The samples I've got are Farron Ball, but we're going to get them mixed, so it's a little bit cheaper. Okay, so paint swatches. I do understand these are all much of a much. These were the 3 I picked up for the nursery. I'll put the names on the screen because I have no idea what they are. Sorry for the background noise, but these 3 are potentially to change up the colour of the walls on the kitchen. I will vlog when we swatch them on the walls and stuff. Same with the nursery. I will vlog doing the nursery. But just to show you as what I've kind of picked up to test. This is my favourite one for the kitchen, I think.